it's been about a week, well, about 6 days or so from the Mandalorian season 3 finale, and I think I could talk about this. And I'm mainly just gonna say that I was so wrong. In last week's video, I talked about 3 theories that had plausibility to happen in the Mandalorian season finale, and none of it came true. None of it came true. Boba Fett didn't come in. The armorer wasn't like a traitor, and Bo-Katan didn't ride the Mythosaur and all that fun stuff. But it was a decent finale. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's bad. The thing that makes it not the best was it was very rushed, and the whole season had nothing really leading up to it. Like in the first 2 seasons of The Mandalorian, we had solid like episodes leading up to the finale in each one that actually turned out really, really well. In season 3, there wasn't really a whole lot of like stuff in these previous episodes besides episode 7 leading up to the finale. The other 6 episodes were he goes to Mandalore, he bathes in the waters of the mine, and then he earlier we have the episode with Dr. Pershing that they didn't even follow up with, so we got left on that cliffhanger, and well, I don't even know what the point of that episode was. And none of the episodes were particularly bad. It's just like they weren't leading anywhere. They didn't really lead to all 6 episodes before didn't really have concrete, like they weren't really leading up to the end. There wasn't really a setting to lead it up to the finale except for episode 7. Now, I don't think it was particularly bad, but it was definitely rushed. Like that was the most rushed finale of a show I've ever seen in my life. And it was just kind of a meh episode. Like the episode didn't make me like think about, oh, that's really cool or that's really bad. I think the coolest thing is Axe Wolves flying back into the ship through the atmosphere and then like basically holding out the ship by himself and fighting off the Imperial TIE interceptors. That's pretty fucking cool. I like that. I did like the fight sequence with the Mandos versus the Imperial Mandos, whatever they're called. But it was just really weird. I mean, like they discover Moff Gideon's clones and then they blow them up. They hit the Dr. Doofenshmirtz self-destruct sequence and blow them up. And it's just that's weird. Like what I don't understand it. Like, and then Moff Gideon comes in and has like a temper tantrum and he goes, I could have ruled the galaxy but I didn't have the Force, but so I gave my own clones the Force, but then you blew them up before they could have a chance to take their first breath. And I mean, it really feels like there should have been something drawn out. I mean, I would have loved to have seen Moff Gideon clones. I don't know if I'm alone on that. I don't know if you would have liked to see him or whatnot, but it really feels like the episode was fairly short for what they had going on. And like Bo-Katan has her showdown with Gideon, Mando and Grogu double team the Praetorian Guards, which is good. We have a pretty happy ending. Nobody has to die except for the previous episode, but in that episode, nobody has to die. Mando and Grogu retire to the outskirts of Navarro, which is pretty good. One thing I do like is Mando is actually signing up to be a New Republic bounty hunter, which I'm excited to see. We kind of missed some of that in season 3, which was Din doing bounty hunting stuff, which is understandable because he was trying to redeem himself in the eyes of the Mandalore by for removing his helmet in season 2, which again it really feels like they shouldn't have brought Grogu back. They shouldn't have brought him back in Book of Boba Fett, but it happened. There are things they should have done. But this whole season finale, like it just was not. It wasn't as good as those season 1 or season 2 finales. I think that is pretty set in stone. Now, if you liked it and you thought it was pretty good, if you thought it was amazing, all the power to you. I like that for you. But me, I sat down, I watched it. Everything just felt rushed. Bo-Katan's duel with Moff Gideon, and then he crushes the Darksaber. I saw a comment saying that it's in canon that the Darksaber's hilt is made out of pure Beskar. So I don't know. Maybe they're gonna follow up with that in the Ahsoka show. I don't know. But it was just really rushed. Not Manda, Bo-Katan and Moff Gideon. They have their like duel, and then like Max Wolves, pulls an Anakin Skywalker and crashes his ship directly into the Imperial base, and then like Moff Gideon just like instead of like trying to escape, Moff Gideon just like falls back into the fire and just goes ah, and just like bursts into flames. He had a jetpack. Why didn't he just fly away? I don't know. But what I love about Star Wars is that as soon as a new episode of a show comes out, everyone's got fan theories. All the fan theories that were coming out about this episode were all discredited. Like every single fan theory, nothing fucking happened. None of the theories I saw happen. Now there's a theory that the Moff Gideon that was killed was a clone because all the clones didn't have mustaches, but Moff Gideon does have a mustache. And so evidently the one that was fighting Bo-Katan didn't have a mustache. I don't know. I didn't pay attention to that. I have to go back and watch it. But then so now everyone's like, oh, well, Moff Gideon's not really dead. He's it's a clone. And I mean, if they do that, then that's kind of a long con type of thing. They leave you on a cliffhanger. But because I mean, bringing Moff Gideon back for 2 episodes just to kill him off, I don't get it. I don't get why you would do that. But, you know, there's a lot of things in this season finale that were good. There's some things that weren't so good. Just, my big thing about it was just so rushed. The whole fight sequence was rushed. The Mando and Grogu fighting Praetorian Guards was rushed. Bo-Katan and Moff Gideon having the like epic showdown because, you know, Moff Gideon and Bo-Katan have met before, which we haven't seen for ourselves. We just know about it because Gideon had the lightsaber, and then in episode 7, Bo-Katan reveals how Gideon got the dark saber and everything, and you know that's cool. And they come in and they have the showdown. It's just it's like this is supposed to be an ultimate showdown between these two, and it was just fairly rushed. But the dumbest thing, in my opinion, was just bringing Moff Gideon back to kill him off. I mean, I like Moff Gideon as a villain. He's a very top tier Star Wars villain, actually. If they go with the route of that being a clone, then I guess Din and Grogu blowing up the other clones may not be a bad. I guess isn't as dumb as we think it is. But let me know what you guys think about the episode. If you enjoyed it, if you didn't like it, I know people have mixed feelings about it. I know a lot of people were just kind of Star Wars is pretty well split between this episode and the season as a whole. For me, I'm not too picky about the season. It had its good moments, had its bad moments. It's not the best of the 3 seasons, but it's there and I enjoy it. Just the episode felt very, very rushed. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a good day, and as always, stay awesome.